Hai ngồi dưới đây kìa. Bây giờ thì học nói
Let's please introduce all of you, all the master here. We three of us just started meditation of the Zen master. Really? Yeah. And now we stay in Santana in the temple, the Zen temple. And now we come here to visit all of you. And the morning we come to visit the Madame Good. And sometimes she invites us come here and make a small talk about the meditation and have all people here to practice meditation and introduce the practice methods. So today we have a short time to meditate and short time to introduce about the Zen method for practice. Yeah. And like my name, Minh Ngọc, master here, Đồng Thường, and it's backward. And all people here from my temple in Santa Ana, Vietnamese people, practice their meditation every day. And now I just let Master Đồng Thường introduce about Zen, the practice methods for all of you. Okay. She will be interpreter.
Hi.
hỏi là có cái thắc mắc về vấn đề trong Phật giáo.
Do you have any questions about this practice? Or if you don't practice this yet, so you do you have any questions about the Buddhism? Anything about Zen, about meditation? He will answer because he's not going to deliver a speech. He will, our speech will be handled by question and answer. You have question, he has an answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Right. Okay.
How do you manage the mind?
Câu hỏi là làm sao mà mình á, mình cũng như là mình điều khiển được cái đầu của mình đó.
Cái này á, trong Phật giáo nó nhiều phương pháp. Phương pháp duy nhất là thiền, và phương pháp nữa là bên tịnh độ, bên thiền giáo môn hay là mật tông, thì để điều khiển về cái đạo đó.
Okay. There are many ways to manage your mind. If we talk about Buddhism only, we can use Zen as the meditation, or we can practice by praying. Yes, that means saying the name of the Buddhas, and then, or you can like saying like words without any meanings, because in order to practice your mind, to keep your mind busy into saying those, and your mind won't wander around.
Yeah, but when I do that, I get on automatic, and I can, my mind can enjoy itself by thinking all sorts of thoughts.
So, but what is your practice then?
It's trying to slow the mind down, center the mind, breathe in, focus on the root chakra, and then I breathe out, focus up here, and try to keep the thoughts out and bringing through the heart.
But what way you use to focus your mind? You use a certain way?
Through the breath, and holding it, and bringing it down, watching the breath.
So that means you're watching your breath coming up and down, right?
Yeah, but I hold it.
Yeah. Bà nói như vậy là phải. Bà kêu là khi mà bà tập trung vào cái hơi thở của bà thì nó đi lên đi xuống á, nó đi xuống dưới đây rồi nó đi lên trên đầu á, thì bà cảm thấy là bà enjoy đó, nhưng mà bà trong khi đó bà làm thì bà nghĩ tới đủ thứ chuyện hết trơn á.
Cái phương pháp đó là một phương pháp trong Phật giáo gọi là cái hệ Theravada. Nó chỉ là lắng cái tâm lại thôi, lắng cái tâm lại, nhưng mà nó còn phải vượt lên nữa. Nếu mà lắng cái tâm á, mà mình không tu á, nó sẽ trở lại cái vọng động.
So you're saying that when you practice controlling your breath up and down, you enjoy it, right? Or do you, or you do not?
Oh, if I can hold it, you know,
Yeah.
but my mind wanders. I go into an enjoyable state, yeah.
You enjoy yourself, but your mind wander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He said that this is one way of practicing. And then that practice, we call it nirvana. That means, and then but our Zen, we want to go further than that. Because that, when you're trying to control your breath up and down, you keep your mind busy on that in a short time, right? But when you don't control it anymore, you go back to your own self. In our method, we practice our method till the point we don't need to control the breath up and down, and then we want to go beyond that without the limit, because your limit now you have to work on it. If you don't work on it, you lose it. Yeah.
So, what's the method?
Bà hỏi cách nào?
Bây giờ chúng tôi á, kể cả mấy người đây này đang thực hành cái pháp thiền đặc biệt, tức là chấm dứt cái sự suy nghĩ của bộ não.
Our Zen is trying to stop the working of your brain. Because now your brain functions, your brain helps you to live in the world, but your brain keep you busy with everything turning around the world. And our is like when you stop the working of the brains, not going dead or not going crazy or not going dumb, but I mean we don't let the brain control ourselves anymore, and then from then we begin to experience a different level of Zen.
And what's the method?
Cách thực hành. Cách thực hành.
Cái phương pháp này á rất là đơn giản, mượn một cái câu hỏi không có nghĩa lý gì hết để mà hỏi lại chính mình cảm thấy không hiểu, không biết.
Okay. This practice is very simple. We have a few designated questions for you, and then when you ask yourself that question, you don't have the answer.
It's a koan.
Yeah.
Who am I? Can it be?
Yeah. For example, what is your question then? Can you give it as an example to your audience?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was my face before I was born?
Yeah. What was my face before I was born? Do you know? Yes or no?
No, I don't.
That's the, see? You're practicing it right there. You just don't know. It's not a doubt, Because the doubt, you can have either right or wrong, or half right, half wrong, and then you gear yourself into finding something right in order to prove it, to get the result. But here, when you ask the question, you just don't know. You don't have the answer, because that answer you can find from the working of your brain. The working of your brain can't give you the right answer.
So it kind of,
Yeah, you ask, you don't know, you keep asking until that thought become a demon in yourself to give you all the energy to keep asking. And then you experience the new level of Zen. But now we cannot explain that level to you because you don't experience it yet. So you can start by asking yourself, but no question, no answer, just don't know. You know, like when we talk and we said, how do you know? Other people say, I just know. They just know by instinct. They don't need to explain more, right? But this is the reverse. How do you know? I just don't know. No further. I just don't know. Period. Stop right there. No further. And then if you keep doing that, you will experience it bit by bit. And then no one can give you that experience except yourself.
so you, how long do you spend with that? Who am I? How long do you ponder that? Or do you
Doesn't
just-
matter how long. Whenever you have the chance, whenever you have time, and you keep practicing it.
Oh,
Yeah, and then you just ask yourself. You talk to yourself. Ask yourself. Not in words, not in vocal words. Ask yourself. Your inner self, not your outer self, right? When I'm just think about when I'm talking to you, right? We are treating each other by communication, right? This is our outer self. But when we ask the question, we are our inner self. And then we keep asking. The more we ask, the better we get.
Cái câu hỏi đó thì nó không có nghĩa lý gì, rất nhiều cái câu hỏi. Ví dụ như con gà có trước hay là trứng gà có trước, mình hỏi không được trả lời câu đó.
The questions doesn't have the meaning itself, and then there are many questions. Now we practice 5, but there are many. He said that you can ask yourself, the chicken first or the egg first? Can you say chicken or egg? No, right? As long as you cannot answer that question, that you're practicing Zen. You just don't know, period. And keep asking. Like you're moving forward. Like people say, going you, charging forward, asking yourself until that thought dominates yourself. Become like your whole interest. And then you will find a different level of understanding.
should always stay with the same question.
Yes, stay with one question. You pick the one you don't know most. For example, you can have many questions, right? Which one you answer right away? No. That's the good question. For example, you ask yourself, no, right away. That's your question.
They use the word wato, but most of you understand the word koan, and it's similar, same thing. Asking the koan or the wato is something that a method where your mind then becomes empty and doesn't dominate your whole existence with thinking and believing and right and wrong and good and bad. You begin to feel the waves of life that change all the time. And I'm probably wrong.
Let me translate what you said to him, right?
Okay.
To get his
Yeah, then
answer.
that's a good, yeah. Uh-huh.
Cô nói là như vậy thôi. Theo cô nghĩ cái practice tham bài đầu này đó là để nó empty, để cho cái đầu óc nó trống. Rồi đó, thì khi mà cái đầu óc nó trống á, thì là nó không có những cái vấn đề mà bận tâm á, cũng như cái việc này việc nọ việc kia bận tâm mình bởi vì cái đầu óc mình trống.
Cái việc tốt, việc
Thì
xấu,
bây giờ
hay đâu.
nói thêm ở cái phần vấn đề này, khi mà mình hỏi câu hỏi đó, cái đầu óc nó trống nhưng mà nó còn có cái thắc mắc,
Không biết.
còn cái thắc mắc không hiểu, chứ không phải là trống không. Như vậy.
When you ask the question, you don't feel completely empty, because empty that means nothing, but you still have like the desire. You want to know but you cannot know, right? You still have that. You still have that feeling. I can't answer, but I want to know. I want to know, but I can't answer it. You still have the urge, the energy, yearning to that thing. I cannot answer, but I want to know. But it's not completely empty. Because empty, that means you don't question yourself anymore. But when you question yourself, that means you keep yourself busy in the thought that I want to know, but I can't know. But when your mind empty, it's relaxing. There is no relaxing thoughts in here.
It makes you alert and ready, right? When you're
Yeah.
answering something you don't know and you're trying to answer something that you don't know.
You want the answer, but you cannot answer.
Yes.
There are two different things. You want the one thing and you could do is a different thing. In this case, you want to know the answer, but you cannot answer the question. And that, in the between, want to know and cannot know, your thought in here, your energy is here. You see, I want to know, but cannot answer. That feeling, you have to keep that feeling going on. When you ask the question, you get that feeling. You ask the question, you get that feeling. When you ask the question, you don't have that feeling, you don't practicing that.
Margarita, usted lo comprende así.
No,
Yeah.
poquito.
Ella,
If I ask you what your question is,
Yeah.
what's your question to yourself?
My question to myself, like I said, like, who am I before I was born from to my parents, and where I'm going after my death?
Nice. Yeah, I want to know that.
Yeah. See, so who you are before you were born to your parents, you know, and then where are you going after your death, you know? You don't really know, right? Science can't answer that, right? And then that you just don't know. I just don't know. And you keep asking yourself like that because you want to know, you want to resolve, to know your true self, but you cannot have the resolution for that. You cannot resolve that question at all.
But that has more energy than the chicken or the egg.
Yeah.
Your question.
Yeah, yeah. If you feel like that question, and then that's your question. But there are many. Like he said, there are many. Yeah. What is his question?
Thầy practice câu gì?
Như vậy.
Thầy hỏi câu hỏi thầy practice câu gì? Dạ, có câu hỏi đầu của thầy á.
Khi chưa hết trời đất ta là cái
Thì giống
Tell me.
same as Ruth.
Same thing.
The same question as Ruth does.
That's his?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like yours.
You like hers better?
nói thêm khi mà cái thắc mắc đó phải sau này là cũng phải chấm dứt, tức là những cái nhận thức sai lầm của mình thì tan rã, lúc đó là cái bản thể của mình, tức nói là về cái nguồn gốc của mình đang hiện ra.
Okay, so when you practice the question to the point, the question will end itself, and then the working of the brains will end together, and then when the working of your brains ends, your true self will reappear upon, because you have your true self, and it's just like it's sink down, it's covered by all the working of your brains. But when the working of your brain stop, when the questions stop, come to the point when your self beginning to reveal.